Rangers have carved out a solid reputation in recent years as a team that thrives on being underestimated in European competitions. They're not always in the spotlight when conversations turn to title contenders, but when it comes to the Europa League, the Ibrox side have consistently shown that writing them off is a big mistake. This season has been no exception. Once again, Rangers have taken on giants and emerged victorious, knocking out Turkish heavyweights Fenerbahce, a club steeped in history, and this time around guided by none other than legendary manager Jose Mourinho. That victory didn't just come from luck, it was the result of grit, organization, and a belief that's become part of the club's European identity. But just as fans started to dream big and imagine another deep run in the tournament reality hit hard, heading into what promises to be a tense and high-stakes quarterfinal first leg against athletic Bilbao Rangers have been dealt a blow that could make their already challenging journey even more difficult. UEFA have hit the club with a suspended partial stadium closure, adding more pressure ahead of a crucial clash. The timing couldn't be worse, and the implications go far beyond the pitch. Before we dive deeper into the UEFA situation, there's another major storyline surrounding the club that could shape its future in a much bigger way. A proposed takeover involving the 49ers Enterprises, the investment arm connected to the San Francisco 49ers of the NFL, is currently in the works. If completed, it could be a transformative moment not only for Rangers but for Scottish football as a whole. The discussions were made possible thanks to the efforts of a Scottish investment banker based in Edinburgh who played a pivotal role in bringing the key parties to the table. According to him, the idea wasn't part of some long-standing business plan to buy football clubs. It was the result of decades of personal and professional relationships that aligned at just the right moment. Andrew Kavanagh, a figure known for his ambition and detailed approach, was actively looking for a club that would align with his goals. When he joined forces with the 49ers Enterprises, the game changed completely. The involvement of such a well-established organization in the global sports scene brings a whole new level of credibility and financial muscle. Once the connection was made between the investors and Rangers shareholders, things moved quickly. Less than 24 hours, in fact. The banker who helped link the two sides said it didn't take long for the conversation to turn serious, and from there the foundations of a potential deal were laid. For Rangers fans, and even more broadly for Scottish football fans, this is a huge moment. The 49ers are one of the most successful franchises in American football history, valued at around $9 billion. Their entry into the Scottish football landscape could open doors to further American investment and spark interest from other major sports entities across the Atlantic. It's exactly the kind of attention that has turned the English Premier League into a global powerhouse. If the deal goes through, Rangers wouldn't just be strengthening their own future, they'd be signaling to the football world that Scotland is ready for a new era. But while the long-term outlook could be full of promise, the present brings immediate concerns. UEFA's disciplinary action against Rangers stems from events during the match against Fenerbahce at Ibrox. A section of the Copland stand home to the Union Bear supporter group displayed a banner that UEFA deemed racist and discriminatory. The message on the banner read, "Keep woke foreign ideologies out, defend Europe," which quickly drew condemnation not only from European football authorities, but also from the club itself. As a result, UEFA issued a suspended partial stadium closure, meaning that if any similar incidents occur in the next 2 years, a section of Ibrox will be forced to shut its doors during a European match. The consequences go beyond embarrassment. They impact the club financially, damage its reputation, and could harm its chances in critical fixtures. Rangers have made it clear that they're taking the situation seriously. In a strong statement, the club emphasized that such behavior from a small minority of fans brings shame to the club and puts thousands of innocent supporters at risk of being excluded from massive matches. And it wasn't just the banner. Rangers were also fined for several other issues during the Fenerbahce game, including improper conduct from players' blocked passageways and objects being thrown from the stands. The UEFA report laid out multiple violations, painting a picture of a match night that crossed several lines. In response, the club has begun issuing lifetime bans to the individuals responsible for the offensive banner. and confirmed that further punishments are on the way for those involved in the use of pyrotechnics during the Old Firm derby at Parkhead. The SPFL has already hit Rangers with a 500 ticket reduction for the next stage of the Premier Sports Cup, and if similar behavior happens again, that reduction could jump to 800. These aren't just numbers. These are real consequences that impact the club's ability to support the team in key moments. Rangers have urged their supporters to rally around the team in the right way and to stand up against those who are hurting the club from within. They've made it clear the strength of this club lies in its fan base, and the majority of fans who love Rangers for what it represents need to make their voices heard. The decision to ban individuals for life wasn't made lightly. It reflects the seriousness with which the club views racism and discrimination. This isn't just about complying with UEFA regulations. It's about protecting the values of the club and ensuring that the actions of a few don't define the many. Rangers are aware that their European dream could be at risk if incidents like these happen again, and they're not willing to take that gamble. Meanwhile, as preparations for the quarterfinal against Athletic Bilbao continue, the players and coaching staff are doing everything they can to keep focus on the pitch. They know the challenge ahead won't be easy. Bilbao are a side with their own rich history and plenty of talent. But if there's one thing we've learned from Rangers in recent years, it's that they thrive when their backs are against the wall. They've built a European identity on resilience, belief, and the power of Ibrox on a big night. But to protect that, everyone from the boardroom to the terraces needs to be pulling in the same direction. Rangers are at a crossroads. Off. The pitch, a potential takeover by American investors, could usher in a new era of opportunity. On the pitch, they're battling against some of Europe's finest in pursuit of continental glory. But looming over all of it is the reality that the actions of a few can undo the work of many. The next few weeks will be crucial, not just for their Europa League campaign, but for the future of the club as a whole. The weight of expectation is nothing new for Rangers. The club has carried it for generations through highs and lows across domestic triumphs and continental heartbreaks. But what makes this moment different is the intersection of opportunity and risk, a rare blend that could either elevate the club to new heights or set it back just when things seemed ready to take off. The looming UEFA sanctions hang like a cloud, but beyond the potential punishment lies a broader issue: how Rangers choose to define themselves in the modern game. The tension is palpable. The Union bears a vocal and passionate supporter group, have often brought energy and spectacle to Ibrox. Their displays have created iconic atmospheres, especially on European nights. But this time, the line was crossed. UEFA's reaction was swift, and the punishment, a suspended stadium ban, is more than just symbolic. It's a clear message that the governing body is watching closely, and any further missteps will carry consequences that affect not just the guilty, but the entire fan base and team. Rangers now face a 2-year probationary period, and the slightest infraction within that window could trigger a closure of part of Ibrox during a crucial European fixture. Imagine that. A quarterfinal or semifinal under the lights in one of the most powerful parts of the stadium silenced, not by an opponent, but by the actions of a few. The club has moved fast to respond. Statements have been issued, lifetime bans are being processed, internal investigations have started, but the damage, at least to perception, is already done. This isn't just a disciplinary issue, it's a battle for the soul of the club. Rangers want to be seen as a modern, inclusive, globally respected institution. They want to attract investment, grow their brand, and stand shoulder to shoulder with Europe's best. But that ambition can't coexist with fan behavior that drags the name of the club through the mud. The board knows it, the players know it, and the majority of fans know it too. It's important to remember just how far Rangers have come to reach this point. A decade ago, the club was in crisis. The road back to the top was long and often painful. Every domestic title, every European night under the lights, every moment of progress has been hard-earned. And now, with the possibility of major investment from across the Atlantic, Rangers have a chance to shift gears entirely. The 49ers. Enterprises aren't coming in for a vanity project. This is a serious sporting organization with experience in elite-level competition and the business structures to match. Their involvement would bring not only capital, but expertise networks and commercial insight that could transform the club's future. But investment only works when the foundations are stable. No one wants to pour millions into a brand that risks being tarnished by off-field issues. The message is clear: discipline and unity aren't optional. They're the price of progress. That's why the club has taken such a strong stance. By banning individuals for life, Rangers are making it clear that the values they want to promote will not be compromised. It's not about silencing fans or stripping away the passion that defines Ibrox. It's about ensuring that passion is channeled into something positive, something that lifts the team, not holds it back. Meanwhile, the team must stay focused on what's next. The clash against Athletic Bilbao is the kind of fixture that defines a season. It's not just about progressing in the Europa League, it's about showing the world that Rangers belong on this stage. The players will need every ounce of support, and they'll need it delivered in the right way. This is a chance to turn the page, to let the football do the talking, and remind everyone why Ibrox is feared across Europe. The manager knows what's at stake. He's guided this team through challenges before, and he'll be counting on his squad to rise to the occasion. Again. The journey through Europe isn't just about tactics and form. It's about mentality. And Rangers, for all the drama and distraction off the pitch, have shown time and again that they've got the mental strength to fight. They've done it in hostile environments. They've done it against teams with bigger budgets and more decorated squads. And now they need to do it again, knowing the eyes of Europe are not only on their football, but on their conduct. That dual responsibility out to win and to represent is something every top club must carry. For Rangers, it's an old burden, but now it carries a new weight. There's pride in wearing the shirt, but there's also accountability. Supporters can't afford to see themselves as separate from the club's destiny. They are part of it. Every chant, every banner, every action in the stands contributes to the image Rangers project to the world. And if the club wants to walk through new doors to embrace a future filled with international investment and continental ambition, then it needs its fans walking beside it, not pulling in a different direction. In many ways, what's happening off the pitch is a test. Can Rangers evolve while holding on to what makes them special? Can the club take that next step into the global football elite without losing the identity forged over more than a century? The answer depends not just on boardroom deals or UEFA verdicts, but on the choices made by fans, staff, and players in the days and weeks to come. The road ahead is still open. The noise surrounding the sanctions, the takeover talks, and the fan controversies doesn't have to define this season. What happens against Athletic Bilbao and what follows could reshape everything, but it's going to take unity, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to the badge. Rangers have shown what they're capable of. Now they just have to prove it again, to Europe, to Scotland, and to themselves. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. The football world is buzzing with speculation as Aberdeen's rising star Topi Keskinen continues to impress with his dazzling performances in the Scottish Premiership. The Finnish winger, who only arrived at Pittodrie in August 2024, is already being courted by one of Scotland's most prestigious clubs, Rangers. His blistering pace, sharp dribbling, and clinical finishing have quickly made him one of the league's most exciting talents. And now, the whispers of a potential move to Ibrox are growing louder. Keskinen's meteoric rise began in his native Finland, where he first caught the eye at MP before moving to HJK Helsinki, where his stock truly soared. His standout performances, including a memorable 4-goal haul in the Finnish League Cup, propelled HJK to victory and earned him the title of Finnish Player of the Year. By the time he made his move to Aberdeen, it was clear that the 21-year-old had the potential to make a significant impact in Scotland. In his short time at Aberdeen, Keskinen has already shown he's more than ready for the challenge of top-tier football. With 2 goals and multiple assists in the league, he has been integral to Aberdeen's attack, including a dramatic last-minute winner in his debut match. His performances have not gone unnoticed, with several top clubs, including Rangers, monitoring his progress closely. It's no surprise that the Ibrox Giants are keen on bringing him into their fold, as he fits their vision of a dynamic, youthful squad. Rangers' interest in the Finnish winger is part of their broader strategy to rejuvenate their squad, with a deep-rooted history of success both domestically and in Europe. They are looking for players who can contribute immediately and grow into key roles. Keskinen, with his combination of youth and maturity, could be the perfect addition to Michael Bill's side as they look to challenge for the title and make an impact in European competitions. The coming months could be crucial in determining where Keskinen's future lies. With his current form at Aberdeen and Rangers keen to secure his services, it's only a matter of time before the bidding war intensifies. The next chapter of his career promises to be one filled with intrigue, and football fans across Scotland will be eagerly watching to see where this young star's journey takes him. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.